So, you want to try keto, but you don't have a lot of money. Perfect. Keto is the perfect way to eat healthy without breaking the bank. One of the biggest reservations that I get from people as to what prevents them from eating healthy is this notion that eating healthy and specifically trying something like keto is going to be expensive. They've heard rumors. They think that they have to have Wagyu beef, blessed and kissed by God personally, $42 a pound salmon. That's just not true. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can adopt a ketogenic lifestyle with very little money. So, if you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm Jose Gonzalez, the Keto Master Chef. I've been a professional chef for over 25 years, and since adopting a ketogenic lifestyle, not only have I lost 100 pounds in 5 months, but I've helped hundreds of people lose thousands of pounds, all while reversing diseases like diabetes, arthritis, hypertension, and other metabolic diseases. Now, let's get into this. Now, how to do quote unquote cheap keto. Well, let me just say this to start. If you're someone that wants to eat and live healthier or wants to specifically do the ketogenic diet and you're strapped financially, listen, there's no reason to feel any sort of shame of that. Okay. That's why I'm making this video to help you. And in fact, you just heard me say that I lost 100 pounds in 5 months. When I did that, I was broke. Okay. I was broke as a joke. Okay. Which is why I'm making this content, because a lot of people have this challenge of how to eat healthy and they don't have a lot of money. They think it takes a lot of money to be able to afford healthy ingredients. And the reason that people think that in the first place, the reason that people think that it's expensive to eat healthy is simply this. You see, our government subsidizes farmers. It subsidizes farmers to produce wheat, soy, and corn. So the big food companies that produce most of their junk processed foods are using these three ingredients. And because the government subsidizes this, it's almost like they're getting their ingredients for free, which allows them to charge less money and still make almost 100% profit. So you wonder sometimes, why is a burger 99 cents at a certain place? Or why is a huge bag of potato chips only a couple of bucks? Right? Or why is a 2 liter, 3 liter soda of a particular brand can be had for as little as $1 or a little bit more than $1? It's because the government is subsidizing companies and farmers to produce corn, which is used for high fructose corn syrup, which is used in wheat to create processed foods like those tasty potato chips and those tasty cakes, and soy. Okay. These are the main ingredients found in highly processed and highly unhealthy food. And because the food manufacturers that use these ingredients are able to save so much money on their cost for their goods, they're able to sell you unhealthy food much cheaper than quote unquote healthier food. So this gives people the perception, the false perception, that healthy food is more expensive. But let me tell you something. If the government was subsidizing farmers to, to farm cows or to farm chickens, and it would cost a food manufacturer almost no money to get cows and chicken, you too would be paying a lot less for those kinds of ingredients. Now, like I said, I'm going to share with you 5 ingredients, five things that you can eat and make countless recipes with these things if you're on a budget. All right. And a lot of this is what I ate when I lost 100 pounds in 5 months. So, what's the first thing on my list? It's chicken thighs. Okay. Now, you might have heard me say in other videos that one of the ways that we have this perception that eating healthy is expensive, chicken is a great example of this. The reason for that is that if you buy a whole chicken, it has two breasts, two thighs, two wings, right? Two chicken legs, two wings, and two breasts. But when they cut it up for you and sell you different parts, we've been told that the chicken breast is healthier than the thighs. Not true. Okay. But because it's been marketed as healthier, people are willing to pay more for chicken breast. Okay. Because chicken wings are so flavorful and people love them, people pay more just for chicken wings. But it's still coming from the same bird. So for this reason, chicken thighs is one of the best ways to eat a healthy ketogenic diet if you're on a budget. And there's so many things that you can do. You can roast them, you can grill them, you can fry them, you can use the bones to make your own bone broth, right? Which bone broth is like the hack that all of my clients and students use in our program when they're transitioning into a ketogenic lifestyle, or whenever they feel hungry or hangry because because they've lost water and electrolytes in their body. Bone broth is the secret sauce for you if you're trying to transition into ketosis, right? So, but like I said, there's so many things that you can do. One of my favorite things to do, just to give you some ideas, one of my favorite things to do with chicken thighs is I'll just get a can of chipotle peppers, puree that up, rub it on the chicken, roast it off with some salt and pepper, a little avocado oil. Oh my goodness, roasted chipotle chicken is so good. You can dice that up and make tacos with lettuce wrap, right? You can do all types of things with it. You know, you can chop it up and put it on a salad. You will be in chicken heaven. I like to make it with like lemon zest and fresh chopped herbs and grated garlic and just kind of like a Mediterranean style chicken. I like to make what's that dish? Italian dish. I'm drawing a blank because I'm doing this video. Um, Anyway, it'll come to me. Scarper wings, right? Where I cook them with some onions and peppers and a little bit of vinegar, some sausage in there. Or I omit the sausage for a lot of my clients. So Google chicken scarper yellow, right? Or have some mushrooms, some tomatoes, super flavorful. There's so many things that you can do. You can just stew them, roast them, grill them. Like I said, extremely versatile. You can literally make hundreds of recipes just with chicken thighs, and you will not be disappointed. Now, number 2 is leafy greens. Okay, I mean spinach, collard greens, mustard greens, kale. Okay, this is a great way because you can get a big bag of spinach, right? If you have a local produce store, if you go to the produce section, you can usually get, you know, if you shop at a wholesaler, like one of the bigger wholesaling clubs, you can get big bags of spinach and collard greens. You can cook them very quickly. I like to cook mine in some type of animal fat, like duck fat or bacon grease. Oh my goodness, it's so delicious. If you haven't seen our recipe for how we make spinach, check it out on our channel. It's super quick and delicious. And just heat up some garlic with some oil. As soon as that starts to simmer and brown, add your spinach, turn off the fire and just stir it around. Let your spinach wilt, season it up, a little lemon. You will be in Popeye heaven. Okay. But greens are a great source of lots of wonderful dense nutrients. They're flavorful. My wife makes me the most amazing collard greens. She cooks them in bone broth with some smoked turkey butts. Oh man, I'm getting hungry right now thinking about it. So greens, hearty leafy greens, another inexpensive food that you can stretch for a long time. In fact, I've had just braised greens inside of a bone broth or chicken broth just as a meal on its own. All right, it's extremely hearty and filling. You will be surprised how far leafy green goes. Now, number 3, another one of my favorites. And again, these are the foods that I ate when I lost 100 pounds in 5 months. Number 3 is ground beef. Okay. And the great thing about ground beef on a ketogenic diet is that you don't have to buy the leaner beef, right? The leaner the beef is, the ground beef is, the more that it costs. But since we're keto and we're consuming fast. Now, going back to the chicken example, going back to the beef example, might there be some hormones or some stuff injected in there? Yes, this is true, but not to worry. Okay. I lost 100 pounds in 5 months with very little money and without cooking at all. All of my meals were bought outside of the home. 90% of my meals. Okay, I did not have time. I didn't have money to or time. Okay, the biggest challenges that people have preparing healthy food and the cost of it. I didn't have money or time, and I lost 100 pounds in 5 months following these tips. Okay, so ground beef. It doesn't have to be lean ground beef. In fact, fattier, that's perfectly fine. And there's so many recipes that you can make with ground beef. You can make burgers, you can make, you know, Mediterranean beef kebabs, right? You can make meatballs, you can make bolognese, which we did on it's on our channel as well. We did zucchini cannellonis with a bolognese sauce. I mean, there's just so many things. Again, the recipes escape me, but there's just so many things that you can make with ground beef. uh get yourself some ground beef. Now, number 4 is avocado. All right. Again, some people have a misconception that avocados are expensive. but there's different places to shop. So I recommend that you shop around. Of course, there's some places I go to, an avocado is $2, $3. But then sometimes I go to Aldi's. I don't know if you have an Aldi's in your area. And I bought avocados last week for as little as 49 cents an avocado. Usually they're around 60 something cents or 90 cents an avocado. So it's not uncommon to find avocados for less than $1. And the great thing about avocados, since they have so much healthy fats in them, is that this is a great thing to add to a meal to keep you fuller longer. Okay, this is like the best fruit, the best thing that you can have on keto is avocado. They're also great for thickening soups without the starch. Extremely versatile, very delicious. Get you some avocados. Now, number 5 is the ultimate keto superfood, and that is eggs. Now, personally, at this stage of my life, I only buy organic eggs, or if they're labeled certified humane. Those are the healthiest eggs, unless you're literally going to a farm and getting them from a chicken farmer. However, if you cannot purchase those types of eggs, that's perfectly okay. When I lost 100 pounds in 5 months, I was not buying organic eggs. I was buying whatever eggs I can afford. And I was eating what I call the egg salad, right? Because I like my eggs fried over medium, slightly runny, crispy edges. Okay. So I would make myself, going back to those leafy greens, because this is what I was able to afford at the time, I would make myself a big spinach salad. Okay. I would put whatever I had in it, maybe some, a little bit of pieces of cheese, a little bit of pieces of Dominican salami, a little bit of some cucumber, some avocado in there. I would drizzle some lemon or some red wine vinegar, and I would drizzle some avocado oil, some extra virgin olive oil, and then I would fry 3, 4, 5, 6 eggs. And sometimes that would be all I ate all day because I would be so full. And like I said, this is how I lost 100 pounds in 5 months. Okay. So, again, these are 5 simple foods that almost anyone on any budget can afford. And it's a great way for you to lose weight, get healthy, reverse diabetes, reverse all types of metabolic conditions, chronic kidney disease, hypertension, arthritis, on and on and on and on. All right. So I hope you guys found this helpful. If you know someone who is looking to get healthy, to eat better, but they also have the challenge of being able to afford healthy food, please, please, please share this with them. Okay, share this with them. This can literally be the difference between someone, becoming diabetic, getting some type of disease, right? A loved one, a friend, someone that you care about, and them discovering the power of a ketogenic lifestyle, losing weight, changing their health, and completely transforming their life. Guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.